Have you ever wondered if King Arthur, the legendary figure from the Middle Ages, really existed? The myth of King Arthur is a tapestry woven from threads of history, literature, and Celtic mythology. The earliest mentions of Arthur can be traced back to the Welsh tales of the Mabinogion, a collection of stories teeming with heroic endeavors and magical happenings. In these tales, Arthur began as a warrior king, battling against the supernatural and the mundane alike. As the centuries rolled on, the legend of Arthur evolved, his story expanding and becoming more complex. Arthur was no longer just a warrior king, he became a paragon of chivalry, a beacon of justice, and a symbol of an idyllic past. The Arthur we know today, the ruler of Camelot, the wielder of Excalibur, and the head of the Round Table, is the product of centuries of storytelling and imagination. While the existence of King Arthur remains a mystery, the impact of his legend is undeniable. The Arthurian legend is not only about King Arthur but also an ensemble of fascinating characters. King Arthur, the central figure, symbolizes the ideal king, a paragon of virtue and justice. Queen Guinevere, his wife, is a figure of beauty and grace, yet her love triangle with Sir Lancelot adds a layer of complexity and tragedy to the tale. Sir Lancelot, Arthur's most trusted knight, is torn between his loyalty to his king and his forbidden love for Guinevere. Merlin the wizard serves as Arthur's advisor, guiding him with his wisdom and magical powers. Then there are the Knights of the Round Table, each embodying a specific virtue and sworn to uphold the ideals of chivalry and service. Their roles, relationships, and individual storylines weave a rich tapestry of adventure, romance, betrayal, and redemption. These characters, each with their own unique storylines, bring the Arthurian legend to life. The quest for the Holy Grail is one of the most iconic elements of the Arthurian legend. This divine chalice, said to hold miraculous powers, has been depicted in various versions of the Arthurian saga, each with its unique twist. Some portray the Grail as a dish, others as a stone, and in more popular renditions, it's seen as a cup used by Christ at the Last Supper, later to catch his blood at the crucifixion. The Grail's symbolism is deeply rooted in medieval Christian ideology, representing the divine grace, spiritual enlightenment, and eternal life. The Knights of the Round Table, each embarking on their path, sought the Holy Grail not just as a physical object, but as a metaphor for the ultimate spiritual quest. Their journey, often fraught with trials and tribulations, reflected their inner spiritual growth and transformation. The quest for the Holy Grail embodies the spiritual journey, a central theme in the Arthurian legend. Camelot and the Round Table are symbols of the ideals that King Arthur and his knights stood for. The legendary city of Camelot, often portrayed as a castle brimming with grandeur, served as the backdrop for the court of King Arthur. This court was not your usual royal court, it was a place where the ideals of chivalry, justice, and camaraderie were upheld as the highest virtues. The Round Table, a symbol of equality and unity, was where King Arthur and his knights gathered. Unlike other tables, it had no head, signifying that everyone who sat there had equal status. This was a revolutionary concept, defying the hierarchical norms of the time. The knights, each having taken a solemn oath, were sworn to protect the weak, seek justice, and always speak the truth. These ideals, embodied by Camelot and the Round Table, were the guiding principles of Arthur's rule. Camelot and the Round Table represent a utopian vision of a just and noble society. Excalibur, King Arthur's magical sword, is a potent symbol of his divine right to rule. Born from enchanting tales and age-old legends, Excalibur's origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was forged in the divine fires of Avalon, while others believe it was given to Arthur by the Lady of the Lake, emerging from the waters in a blaze of mystical light. Excalibur is not just a weapon but a beacon of hope, justice, and power. Its gleaming blade is said to be so bright that it could blind enemies, and its edge, so sharp that it could cut through any armor. Its scabbard had powers too, protecting the bearer from physical harm. Throughout Arthur's reign, Excalibur was at the heart of many quests and battles. From challenging the unrighteous to leading the charge against invading forces, it was a testament to Arthur's courage and his quest for justice. Excalibur is more than just a sword, it's a symbol of Arthur's kingship and his divine mandate. The Arthurian legend has inspired countless romantic tales of love, honor, and adventure. Among the most renowned are Le Morte d'Arthur, by Sir Thomas Malory, and Tristan and Isolde, by Gottfried von Strasbourg. These medieval tales weave a tapestry of passion and chivalry set against the backdrop of King Arthur's court. In Le Morte d'Arthur, we delve deeper into the intricate relationships among Arthur, his queen Guinevere, and the noble Sir Lancelot. Their love triangle, marked by loyalty and betrayal, is a poignant examination of the human heart. Tristan and Isolde, on the other hand, is a tale of star-crossed lovers, whose forbidden love echoes the themes of duty and desire. The story's dramatic tension and tragic end have made it a timeless classic. These tales, brimming with love, honor, and adventure, serve as the heartbeat of Arthurian literature. They embody the era's ideals of chivalry and courtly love, adding depth and richness to the Arthurian legend. The Arthurian legend has roots in early medieval Britain and possibly even in real historical figures and events. King Arthur, a figure shrouded in mystery and myth, may have been a real ruler during a tumultuous time in Britain's history, post-Roman era, and during the Saxon invasions. Some theories suggest Arthur was a Roman-British leader who fought against these invasions in the late 5th and early 6th centuries. The Arthurian tales have a strong connection to Welsh and Celtic traditions. Characters like Merlin bear the hallmarks of druidic magic, while Arthur's adventures echo those of heroes in Celtic myth. The legend also intertwines with Roman-British history, as seen in the chivalric codes of the Knights of the Round Table, reminiscent of Roman military ideals. So while we may never know the absolute truth about King Arthur's historical existence, we can appreciate how the legend reflects the rich tapestry of Welsh, Celtic, and Roman-British cultures. The historical context of the Arthurian legend adds another layer of intrigue and mystery to the story. The Arthurian legend has been adapted and reinterpreted in countless ways throughout history. From early bardic tales to modern cinema, the enduring allure of King Arthur's story is evident in its many forms. Modern retellings often use the Arthurian legend to explore contemporary concerns and values. For instance, some adaptations emphasize the theme of leadership, reflecting today's discussions about power and responsibility. Others delve into the complexities of Arthur's relationships, mirroring our own struggles with love, loyalty, and betrayal. In literature, we see Arthur's story reimagined in fantasy epics like T.H. White's The Once and Future King. On the silver screen, films like Excalibur and King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, offer visually stunning interpretations of Arthur's tale. Even in popular culture, elements of the Arthurian legend surface in unexpected places, from video games to graphic novels. These adaptations and interpretations show the enduring appeal and relevance of the Arthurian legend. There are many places associated with the Arthurian legend, each with its own unique lore. Let's begin with Tintagel Castle, steeped in tales of King Arthur's birth. This dramatic sea fortress, perched on the rugged Cornish coast, echoes with whispers of Arthur's legendary past. Next, we turn to Glastonbury Tor. This hilltop has been linked to the Isle of Avalon, where Arthur was said to have gone to heal his wounds after his final battle. It's also associated with the Holy Grail, adding another layer of mystique to its aura. Our journey wouldn't be complete without a visit to Cadbury Castle. This ancient hill fort in Somerset is widely believed to be the site of Camelot, Arthur's fabled court. Its expansive hilltop offers a commanding view of the landscape, just as King Arthur would have had from his round table. These sites bring the Arthurian legend to life in a tangible, physical way. The legacy of King Arthur and the Arthurian legend continues to resonate in Western culture today. It's a tale that transcends time and geography, shaping our literature, art, politics, and even our sense of national identity. The Round Table, for example, remains an emblem of equality and unity, a metaphor for the ideal society we strive to create. King Arthur himself, with his noble heart and unyielding spirit, embodies the archetypal hero. His quests and adventures inspire countless stories, from medieval romances to modern fantasy novels. His moral code, the chivalry of his knights, represents the highest ideals of conduct, encouraging us to pursue honor, justice, and compassion in our own lives. The Arthurian legend also echoes in political discourse and social movements, often invoked as a beacon of hope and a call for a better world. From the majestic halls of Camelot to the mystical sword Excalibur, the imagery and themes of this enduring myth continue to captivate our collective imagination. The enduring legacy of King Arthur is a testament to the power of myth and legend.